Good morning. December 1st of a really interesting year in our life and our world. So we've got 30 days left. Maybe it'll get better. But what we've been doing this year is communicating a little better to you. We've been giving you market updates. Want to be a resource for you, even if you're not our client, to know what's going on. And that way you can make a better informed decision regarding your property, plans for the future, first time buyer, making a move or even looking to make an investment. So what we go over is we look at Athens and Clark County and Oconee County, tighten up our market into those two counties and look at the numbers and take a dive into what happened this month versus last year and then the year as a whole. So the news continues to be pretty interesting and good. And now we're really kind of getting a consistent look at these numbers and they're kind of holding true month to month. So this past month, we saw 146 new listings. We saw 108 properties go under contract. Our average list price for the month of November was way up to $343,000. And our average sold price is also way up to $334,000. And our days on market is down 43 days on market, which is great. That's not universal. There's many properties that are going to have a 60, 90-day sit. But when you average out so many things that are going like that, brings it down to around 40. Now, here on November 1st, this is basically what's different this November versus 2019. And this is where the trends have been so good to see. Our new listings this November up 14%. We got to have that. Our under contract is up 12% versus last year. List price is now up 25% this November versus last November. Tremendous number. Keep in mind, that's just the 30 days of November. The average sold price is marrying with that list price, and the average days on market is down 38%. That's one we want down, right? Now, this is one of the things I want to kind of close with is what's going on year to date and what are we seeing? And I'm going to explain some of this. So this is comparing all of 2019 to December 1st and all of 2020 to December 1st. Our placed under contract is just barely up about half of a percentage, and that's good. But it would probably be a lot higher if it weren't for this. Total listings to market. Now, our total sold for the total number of homes sold is down only 1.5% versus 2019. But if we could get more listings to market, we could get this from a negative of down 3% from last year to probably up 3%. Because our list price, as you can see, is up at 7%. Our sold price is up at 7%. Issue we keep having is we don't have enough of certain things on market. And, we need more inventory, especially going into next year. That is a big narrative of this year. So the only reason we're going to lag behind it all on 2019 this year is because we didn't bring enough inventory to market, plain and simple. What's interesting to note is there are probably more listings by about 3.5%, as we mentioned last year. However, our total volume of sales is up $23 million. So with almost 4% less listings to sell, we saw an increase in the value, overall volume of $23 million. That tells the story of our property appreciation. And getting back to that, that's what we'll close with. What do you need to know? Well, this low inventory in too many areas is driving up prices. And that's creating a lot of pent up demand and things are moving fast. I had a listing just last week where we received multiple offers because it was in Beechwood, and Beechwood is highly desirable right now. Number two, as we always preach, plan now for next year. Don't think that this is something to start in April. Be thinking about it. Talk to us now. I have a client, we're going to list a property next month, and we probably started talking in June. So it's been a 6 month discussion before we got to where he was ready. And number three, I want you to think about this moving forward. We are getting just at our small company, which, we're a boutique firm, so many clients that are moving to our area or trying to from areas like Atlanta, more metropolitan. And I personally have seen probably 5 people reach out, and that's not counting everybody else in our company. So this trend will likely continue. And, we have some development problems. We don't have a ton of sewer capacity in Oconee. We don't have a ton of buildable land in Clark County. So this problem, if we have more people coming, we're going to have less and less inventory. So that's something to keep in mind. I always try to remind people December 1st, hey, student properties, condos is happening now. People are releasing for August 2021. If you want to sell or you want to buy, you need to be talking to somebody now. And lastly, just interest rate opportunity. I think I've said it for 6 months now. Please pay attention. I have a good friend that hasn't refied and he's got a 4.8% and he could have a 2.7. That's tremendous. So please talk to a mortgage lender. You might even have an opportunity to sell your house and upgrade to something else for the future. You might have an opportunity to sell an investment property and purchase a new one at a better interest rate that cash flows better. In some cases, overpaying by 5 or 10 grand shouldn't be a worry to you if you're getting such a fantastic long-term rate. But as usual, have a great December. This year's coming to an end. In some ways, there's a lot to celebrate, but there's been a lot of bad things we've had to manage through all over. So stay safe out there. Have a great holiday season. We'll be checking in with you for a year-end update, and then we'll get started on 2021, which will hopefully have a lot better future for business across the board than just our area of real estate.